I think, actually a lot of things did happen right. I think we actually succeeded where probably the vast majority of companies, startups don't. We actually released a product. That's a huge accomplishment in and of itself. I think the biggest place we went wrong is that we just tried to do too much. We were coming out of the game, we released in 14 languages worldwide in the same day. We had Vista support when it was a brand new operating system coming out. We were part of the Games for Windows program, which was brand new and had all its own requirements. We had a game that was single player, but it was also multiplayer online, and then it had a whole different subscription component. I mean, just like the list goes on of like all the things we tried to do. Both from business model standpoints and gameplay standpoints, and doing an RPG that had FPS elements, and for some of the character classes, and I think that that was maybe an area where our Blizzard experiences ended up hurting us, because at Blizzard you just go for it, and you really have, for all intents and purposes, unlimited time and unlimited resources to accomplish whatever goal it is you want to accomplish. Well, we knew we didn't have that, but we still had the kind of the heart of wanting to do that. So when we were working on Hellgate, we're like, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, let's put that in, yeah, that'll be great, And then we got to where we started that wrapping things up and moving towards shipping the game, and it was just going to take us way longer to make all those things work than we had. And you try to be judicious and cut things out, but to a degree, you've got all these commitments that you've already made, and we can't just say, well, you know what, we're not going to support Vista. We can't do that. We're in. We've got to support Vista, right? So okay, we've got to do all that work, or well, we're going to launch in English only or something. No, we've already committed to being in 14 countries. So just the amount of time to polish those things, and towards the end, we knew we needed another 4 to 6 months. I think everybody knew that, but we didn't have the ability to do that. I mean, that's the challenge of being a startup, being an indie company, is that you only have so much funding. I think with Hellgate, that was the biggest thing. I mean, it wasn't like we didn't know we were releasing it before we were finally happy with it, but we didn't have any options. And I think that we then worked extremely hard after the game came out to really, work with the community and say, okay, we're making these changes, we're fixing these things, we're getting new content out, we're pushing these different things out there. But then it was always the challenge of what was free and what wasn't free, and what was part of the paid, the subscription content and these different things. And it was just a really difficult balance to strike. So, again, I think I've definitely learned a lot from all the successes we had at Blizzard and everything, but I think I learned a hell of a lot more, on what didn't work, because you can look at that and say, this really worked, but wow, this really caused issues and caused problems. And I think a lot of it was just having just being spread way too thin from a focus on what we could actually do with the game.